and you can go ahead and take it away.
Fantastic. Hi everyone, so I'm Liesel and I'm from Dome Travels. Yeah, so we had Deborah on our fam in April, and I think her pictures and her videos will show you quite a lot about the experiences that your clients will have with us. But I thought I'll start the presentation off with a video, and then I'll do an actual slideshow for you. So this is just the video. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't know that you guys couldn't hear the video, but hopefully you got to see the pictures and that the pictures were telling you 1,000 words. So just with regards to the presentation, I'm just going to open up the presentation. Okay, Deborah, you can see that?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, great. So just a little bit about Dome Travel. So we are a destination management company. So we are based in Cape Town in South Africa. So we are on the ground, and we have teams on the ground in every single country that we offer. So I always like to start off with this picture. This picture is just a beautiful description of what a safari can be like, where you just out in the savannah looking at the animals and just taking in this beautiful sunset. And so what happens normally when you have a safari, you'll normally get out of the vehicle in the evenings and then have a drink over the sunset, which is what this picture is depicting. So Dome Travels, like I said, we're a destination management company. We're based in Cape Town in South Africa, and we mindfully curate bespoke tours. So we will always try and find out what your client profile is and then build a tour around that and with the budget. So for us, it's trying to understand what your client requires, and we always try and match that client with comfort and style and unique experiences. And we do FITs, we do groups, we do families, we do incentives. And we believe that we're very client-centric in our approach, in that we try and understand your client. So we were founded in 2016. Yeah, so Sorry, I'm mumbling a little bit, but yeah, we were founded in 2016, and all our guides are professionally trained, and everybody speaks English. So, and if there's another language that you require, we're able to provide you with that language too. So just with regards to, we want to be your service provider of choice, and how we're going to do that is that we are going to, because we're dedicated to Africa, we are passionate about her, and we have teams in every single country that we operate in. So example, these are the countries that we operate in. We operate in South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Zambia, Zimbabwe, so mostly in Victoria Falls area, then Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda and Uganda, and we are now bringing up Morocco. So what the services that we offer, so we will do everything for you. We're like a one-stop shop. So you just tell us your budget, tell us where your client wants to go, and we will put everything together for you logistically that it works. And we'll work out the accommodation, we'll do the transportation, all the transfers, we'll do the guides, we'll do the ticketing, we'll curate the itinerary, uh, book the activities, the restaurants, and also we care. So if you have clients traveling with us, we have a 24/7 care line, which will allow you and your clients to contact us at any time if there is a need. And then why travel to South Africa? So besides South Africa having an incredible political history, but also just beautiful landscapes, the worldwide attraction is our natural beauty. There's Table Mountain, there's the winelands, there's the vineyards, there's the safaris, we've got the African penguins, and there is such an amazing array of activities. So if there's anything adventurous that your clients want to do, like paragliding, quad biking, sandboarding, shark cage diving, that's there. But if your clients are more into the political history, they can go and see Nelson Mandela's house. They can go to the Apartheid Museum. And if that's not for them, there's African art, there's our museums, we've got a planetarium. So there's quite a lot of things for people to do. There's also just time out where you just want to relax. We've got beautiful accommodation, world-class accommodation that can serve any level of profile of client. So these are just some pictures of what is available and what to do in Cape Town and South Africa. So how we normally curate a tour in South Africa, we'll say depending on your client and the number of nights they have available, we'll say let's do 3, 4 nights in Cape Town. And in Cape Town, you'll do the Cape Peninsula. So you'll go and see Cape Point, Hut Bay, Chapman's Peak, and then we'll do the city tour, which is normally includes Table Mountain, the cathedral where Archbishop Desmond Tutu was the bishop. We'll go into Green Market Square, do a little bit of negotiating and meeting the locals and purchasing some amazing crafts in the market. There is also whale season. So in June, from June to about end of September, there's whale season. So normally people go and see the whales in Amanus, and it's an area where the whales are breaching, but also they are mating. So it's quite and also calving and birthing. So it's actually quite an interesting mix of seeing different whales. And on our website and on our Instagram, you can see all the videos with the whales. And then we'll normally say, let's head on to Johannesburg. And in Johannesburg, you can spend 2 or 3 nights maybe, and you go to Soweto and do a little bit of charity work, and then go on and do the Nelson Mandela House and Apartheid. And then off you go to the Kruger National Park for 2 to 3 nights and do the safaris. So our safaris are a bit different to the safaris in Kenya and Tanzania, where we have private safari conservations where there are about only 2 to 3 vehicles allowed to be around an animal at any time. And yeah, we also get out of the vehicle in a safe spot to do the sundowner, which I was talking about earlier, where you get out of the vehicle, you'll have a drink, stretch your legs a little bit. And so it's very, very different to the other countries. Next is Victoria Falls. So it's quite easy to add Victoria Falls to the itinerary with South Africa because the flight from Johannesburg is just over an hour to Victoria Falls, and it's quite easy to combine it because the regional flights within this area is regular. It's every day, so it's quite easy, and there's also direct flights from Cape Town to Victoria Falls. And in Victoria Falls, then you can do the tours of the falls from the on the Zimbabwean and the Zambian side. You can also do a helicopter flight over the falls. There's some safaris that you can do around the area. If your clients don't have a lot of time, they can do a day safari to Chobe if they want in Botswana. Then there's also the famous Devil Pool and Angel's Pool where you can sit on the edge of Victoria Falls and be in the water and take photos while you're on the edge. But there's also a lot of activities like the rafting, the zip lining, and the food is as fantastic as it is in South Africa. Also, like, so all these countries you can kind of combine with South Africa, or you can have it as a single country by itself. So, example, Botswana, if you do Botswana, uh, it is mostly known for its safaris. It is more rural than South Africa. So we always say that your clients' first time to Africa, let them come to South Africa first. It's like a gateway into Africa because the infrastructure and the level of accommodation and service is world class. It's the same as any public place where you can go in the world. Botswana will then be a little bit more rural, but the safaris are incredible because you're more in the wild. Um, and so it's very, very famous for Chobe, the area, and then off you can go into the Okavango Delta, which is incredibly famous for the Mukuru. So Mukuru is where you get into a little small boat and you do the safari through the water and through the little channels of water in the Okavango Delta. And you can only reach that via little small planes. So normally clients would do going to Chobe. They'll do a few days in Chobe and have a safari there, and then you'll go off to Kasane, which is a little airport, and from there you'll take a little small plane, maximum 12 people in the plane, and off you go to the Okavango Delta. So, which is quite an amazing experience. So this is just some photos of Botswana. Mostly, so you can see it is wild, and you won't see any electrical poles, you won't see any cell phone towers, especially in the Delta. It will be hidden, but it's absolutely fantastic. Then Namibia is also a fantastic area to go. It's a country which you can travel by yourself, and you don't have to add any other country. It's just vast, and it's mostly known because of its desert-like areas. But then right next to the desert, you're going to find the ocean. So normally clients would then go and do the Big Daddy. So the Big Daddy over here is one of the highest dunes in Africa. And at the bottom, when clients are done, we'll have a breakfast set up for them and then go in and do the Dead Valley, which is very famous. And then the Himba people, meeting the Himba people. And then to the north of Namibia, you can go to Etosha. And over there, you can also do safaris. So it's a country where it's vast. It is incredible that you can also just do it by itself. But if people want to combine it with South Africa, we always say do Namibia first and then do South Africa. And then Tanzania. So Tanzania is also just fantastic in its own right. So you can do your flying to Arusha, and then from Arusha normally or into Kilimanjaro, move on to Arusha, and then we can do a loop in terms of where you can experience the safaris. It's normally very famous for the Serengeti, but also for Ngorongoro crater. So the crater is an area where there was a volcano and the volcano erupted and there's a huge crater. And many, many thousands of years later, animals have settled there and made that their home. And then from Tanzania, the mainland, after doing maybe, we'll normally sell about 8 nights going around Tanzania. People normally end off in Zanzibar as a 3 or 4 night beach holiday. The flight over is quite quick, and that's also quite incredible to end that off. So we also offer Kenya, and again, Kenya is fantastically known for the Maasai people, but also for the safaris that they do. So we also in Kenya, you can start off in Nairobi, and then from Nairobi, we'll move on to, you can go to the Rift Valley, you can go to Amboseli, um, the Masai Mara. So in all these areas are, you can do safaris, and each area has an abundance of wildlife. Amboseli will be known mostly for the elephants, and then as you can see in the background there is Kilimanjaro. So what we do is that we have our guides will take you, and you can spend time with the Maasai people in their homeland or in their village, and speak to the medicine man and try and understand a little bit of the culture. And yeah, that we can do the day tour for you. We'll also have a balloon safari where people then go and do a safari for the morning. You'll fly over the Masai Mara, and then we'll have a bush breakfast set up for you. And then what clients normally do is when they're done with the safaris, they will then move over to Mombasa, and there you can also have it's the coast, and also end off with a beautiful coastal holiday with 3 or 4 nights on the beach. Diani Beach is known for having amazing warm water. The Indian Ocean is there, so it's a fantastic way to end off the holiday. Yeah, so we, as Dome Travels, we want to be your partner of choice, and we are professional in our endeavors and how we engage, but we also try and get our quotes out very quickly. Like I said, each person in our team speaks English very well, and across all the African countries that we work in. And if there's another language that you require, we will be able to find you a guide that can speak that language. We also curate bespoke tours. So like I said earlier, we will curate that tour specifically for you and your client and the budget that your client has. And for us, it's about creating experiences that clients will have unforgettable memories. So we want your clients to talk about it in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, about the African tour. Yeah, and just yeah, thank you for your time. I know that I've mumbled a little bit. It's about 2 a.m. in South Africa. So thank you for your time, and I appreciate it. And thanks, Deborah.
Thank you, Liesel. I appreciate it. I do know it is late in South Africa, so I do appreciate it. I'm just going to open it up really quickly to anybody if they have any questions. Feel free to unmute yourself, and ask Liesel any questions that you have.
Hi, Liesel. This is Melody. How are you?
Hi, Melody. I'm fine, thank you. Hi.
Excellent. I
So
just
I
wanted,
met Melody in Atlanta through Deborah. Hi, Melody.
yes, I just wanted to share with everyone that I did meet with Liesel and I had a great visit. I was really excited about booking Africa after meeting her. And what she didn't say, I'm not, I think I might have got on a little late, but what she didn't say is that she works with all budgets. So you get a 5-star experience. It doesn't matter. She'll work with whatever budget you have. I saw a lot of the trips that she was presenting for Domes Travel, and I'm really excited. And I've already spoken to a lot of the agents in Just a Venture about her. So you will not meet a more welcoming knowledgeable person about the continent of Africa, especially those countries that she highlights. So I highly, highly recommend her. And how are you? It is 2 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you very much for those kind words. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I think it was wonderful meeting you. And no, yeah, like you said, we 100% able to offer for any budget, and we will never. Each client will always be treated the same. So whether you're a 5-star budget or 3-star budget, it doesn't matter. It's just the only thing that changes is your hotel. Literally, that's the only thing that changes the pricing. But the service that your clients will get will be world class. The engagement, the guides, we also do special things along the way. So, example, when your clients will go to the Cape Peninsula, when they're in Cape Town, we'll have a little picnic basket with some champagne for them to celebrate. on when they're arriving in any destination, we'll give them a welcome bag, and in there will be a safari hat, a little document bag, and a bottle of wine. And then if there's a kids traveling with, they'll get a little backpack with an animal and some play cards and some coloring books. And then, just along the way, there'll be little treats where that the clients haven't paid for, but that we just provide just to give them that extra level of comfort and feel valued. So, example, when they go to the winelands, we'll have cheese boards waiting for them already. So for us, it's always important to do that little things that start setting us apart from other DMCs, but to also make you as agents look great in front of your clients. And we only work business to business, so we will never ever take any of your clients directly. So if any of your clients come to us, we will always refer them back to the originating agent. And all our guides, our drivers, or actually all our service providers have signed non-compete agreements with us, meaning that if our clients ever come to them, they will always refer them back to Dome Travels, and Dome Travels will always refer them back to the originating agents. So for that's a commitment from us to all agents, because we want to have a long-term sustainable business relationship with you. So for us, that's also very important. So yeah, thank you, Melody, for the kind words and for being so positive about Dome Travels and our team. And I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You are so welcome.
And I can definitely attest to what Melody was saying. After spending 2 weeks with you, Liesel, Liesel's my new best friend,
Yeah,
just on the other
thank you. I
side of the
have.
world. But yes, when I was on the fam, they really tried to immerse us in the experiences that our clients would be getting. So we were able to experience those things. And the guides that work for them are just amazing. So quick to answer questions and help out. So yeah, I would definitely recommend the company because it was just wonderful. And I am thinking of a 2028 group trip to South Africa. So Mel, I will be in touch because I know that's your thing. But I would love to get a group together, Liesel, for 2028, so that everybody can experience your wonderful company.
Great. Thank you so much, Deborah. And yeah, so what we're also doing with one of the other agencies that came onto the fam. So what they're going to have what's something called an Africa Day. So they're setting up and maybe this is an idea for you to use and your agents. They with the Africa Day, we are already curating itineraries for them for 2027 and 2028. And we've got a new Safari portal, so I'll send you a link where you can actually just click onto our portal, and then you can see the different itineraries and the pictures and what's going to happen on each day to day. And then there's like a website landing page, and then the clients can click and engage with the agent. And if they want, they can then pay a deposit for the tour for 2028 or 2027.
Oh, I like that idea. That would be wonderful.
Hey, Deborah.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. This is Twanda.
Hi, my love.
Hello.
Hello. Quick question. Did you say when the trip was going to be in 2027?
No, so I'm looking at 2028 for Africa.
Okay, I thought I heard somebody say 2027.
No, I'm looking into 2028 because 2027 we already have
I know 2027 is almost here.
yes. That's why I'm looking into 2028. But
Okay.
as soon as I have that information, I will definitely let you know.
But what were you going to say about 2027? You already have what?
We already have a group trip that we're trying to put together for 2027 that we're going to put on the interoffice
Okay.
agent site.
Okay.
And I'm also interested in 2028 possibly doing Tanzania and Zanzibar because I like the idea of a beach. And
Yes.
I've been to South Africa, so I would do the South Africa for people who haven't been, knowing that Domes Travel, they have their guide, so the clients will feel safe with them anyway. But me
Yes.
personally, I want to do Tanzania, Zanzibar, and some other places that I haven't been.
Well, Lisa, looks like you have some business coming your way.
Fantastic. And yeah, Tanzania and Zanzibar are incredible. And Zanzibar is very special. So on the island on the north is known for the the beaches. It can be a little bit full. So what we try and do is we try and split clients across the island. So when you land, we'll have our team pick you up. You'll then go to the north. So the north is um, there are no like tides. So it's almost like I forget, what do I call it? It looks like a lake, but it's not a lake because it's actually the ocean, and it's beautiful, pristine beaches. And then, but it can get full, and then so we'll have clients there, and then they'll go into Stone Town and maybe stay 1 or 2 nights in Stone Town and experience that, where you do a bit of salsa, do a bit of spice tasting, mix with the locals, look at the art and the history. And then from there, we'll take clients then to go and stay on the east. So the east is more secluded. The beaches maybe not as pristine, but it's more quiet. So we try and split clients to see at least two sides of the island, and it is really an incredible experience, Melody. Your clients are going to love it.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. Does anybody have any more questions for Liesel before we let her go to sleep?
I have a question. So on the last page of the last slide, you had a very nice train, not some like commuter train. Is that used in the tours, like to get around? Like what was that? It was a beautiful train.
Yeah, so if you look it up, it's called Ravos Rail, and it is a luxury train that goes across South Africa, and then it also goes into Namibia and as far as Tanzania, as far as Dar es Salaam, so through Victoria Falls into Tanzania. And it is really an incredible experience. So we do offer that to clients. We normally offer the 3 day or the 3 night stay. You can either go from Cape Town to Pretoria, which is close to Johannesburg, or the other way around from Johannesburg to Cape Town. Or clients take it to Namibia or into Victoria Falls. So what happens on the train is that each coach has about 2 rooms, and there are different room types, but each of the room types are exquisite. Included will be all your meals, all your drinks, all your desserts, and excursions. So you have to get dressed up for dinner. Each dinner is a very formal event. So they ring the bell for you to get dressed up, and then the time for dinner. No cell phones are allowed within the main carriages, only to take photos. You can't make calls or text. You can only do that in your room. That's just so that everybody actually just stops and relaxes. And then the train will then take off from Cape Town. I'll just do the Cape Town route. You will then stop off at they call it a ghost town called Fontaine, and you'll go into a ghost hotel, and you'll see a piano playing by itself, and you'll have some drinks in this ghost hotel, and then off you go again. And then the next day, the train will go, and then you'll sleep on the train. So for 3 nights you'll sleep on the train. And the next day you'll stop off in Kimberley. So Kimberley is known in South Africa as where we found our first diamonds, and the big hole is there, the Kimberley Big Hole, so you can look that up too. And you can go down a mine shaft, and you'll go and check out some of the diamonds and how they mine diamonds, and then walk around the town a bit, and then from there you'll go onto Pretoria. And so they have these excursions, so you can get off and on, but there's no TV. It's all about engagement. But there's a library area that's where people can just have time out. There's an area where you can just sit and play games. there's a cigar lounge that's closed off, so no one will smell the smoke. And then there's an area at the back of the train that's actually open, so you can just stand in and let the wind go through your hair. And it's still old style, so there's a lot of leather, a lot of brown woods, a lot of it's almost like going to dinner with the King and the Queen of England. That's how formal the dinner is.
Wow.
It's really amazing. And there's a lot of attention to detail. So example, if you've ordered some red wine for dinner, and then when you get to your room, the same bottle of red wine will be in your room, or if you want a whiskey, it will be just waiting for you in your room. So it is a really an amazing experience.
Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. Oh, glad I asked.
Yeah, thank you for asking. I'm glad you asked. Thank you.
Yes, so I saw the train while I was there, but I didn't go on it. Um, but yeah, it looked amazing from the outside, so I'm sure.
That
Uh,
sounds like a great experience.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Anybody else have any other questions for Liesel? Okay, Liesel, thank you again so much. I know it's late there, but we do appreciate you coming on and giving us a quick overview. If anybody does have any questions, I will put Liesel's information on our school, and you can also contact me because I do have her information. And Liesel, I hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful night. And yeah, hopefully. We'll see you soon, and hopefully we'll have a group come down in 2028.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for everybody for your time and just for listening. And yeah, when I'm in the States again, so I come quite often. And if you'd like to meet up, I'm happy to do that. So I normally come down for the ensemble Horizons, but also the other engagements. I think they call it Skyline. Um, so if I am in the States, I'm in your area, I would love to meet and have a face to face. And that's how I met Melody when I was in Atlanta. We spent some time together. And I also spent time with Deborah in New York. So yeah, please keep in touch, and I'm happy to answer any questions or emails. And if you want to get on a one-on-one, I'm also happy to do that. But thank you so much for your time, and yeah, let's get more people to Africa. I always say that for each person that travels to Africa, we're creating at least 12 to 13 jobs in each country. So the more people we get here, the better. And also, we're trying to change the perception of Africa one visitor at a time. And for us, we hoped that your clients will come and that they'll have a great experience with us. But thank you so much.
And don't wait till 2028. If you have clients who want to go to Africa, Liesel's your person.
Absolutely. I can definitely attest to that. And I was telling Liesel, when I felt there, I felt like I was home. Like it was just so wonderful, and everybody was so welcoming, and it really was a life-changing experience for me. In a
Your
good way, of
pictures
course.
were amazing, Deborah. I'm telling you, when I saw those pictures, I was ready to go back right then and there. And then when I met Liesel, it was like, oh my God. And she's such a warm person. I have to
Yes.
thank you, Deborah, just for even, hooking us up together. So, yeah, definitely. Any of my clients who want to go, I'm calling her.
Deborah, put some of your pictures in schools. I want to see a few of them.
I will. And I got some really great videos,
All right.
so
Thank
I'll
you,
have to put
Liesel.
them in there.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much,
Good night.
Liesel. You're
Thank
so
you.
Thank
wonderful.
you,
Thank you for
Liesel. Thank
everything.
you.
And have a
Bye-bye.
wonderful night.
You too.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.